thank you so much for your purchase of your new Wii U hard drive. I want to run you through how you can use this, as well as just some couple of heads up that you may need to know. Now, I do not include an SD card. The SD card is up to you, but you will need the bigger the better. When I'm filling, I use two 256 gigabyte SD cards. Now, I know that's probably not completely realistic to think of for most people, but you know, the larger the size, 128 gigabyte cards right now are only about $20 to $30, so I would suggest minimum that. But if you have one laying around already, any size will work. But please keep in mind that most of Wii U games are 5 gigabytes, 4 to 5 gigabytes or larger, so you need at least a 16 gigabyte SD card, and it's going to take many times, because you can only install games on the system through an SD card. Okay, so here's my SD card, and here's the hard drive you will receive. It'll look just like this. Okay, so you have the SD card. It says FAT32 format. It needs to be FAT32. This is just the warranty for the hard drive that you received in case anything goes wrong with the hard drive. The DLC, the updates, and the games. Okay, now I also need to mention, because a lot of people say they didn't know this, the Wii U will format the hard drive that you plug in. So this hard drive either needs to be your storage only, where you keep the games, and I would suggest not keeping it plugged into your computer all the time. Plug it in when you need it, and then unplug it and put it in a drawer somewhere where it's safe, because a hard drive has a spinning disk in it, and the longer it spins, the more time it spins, the shorter its lifespan. So I would just suggest putting it in, you know, pulling off the games you want, and when you're done with it, unplug it and put it in a drawer. Or if you have a large enough hard drive or spare hard drive, you can copy all this to your computer or to another external hard drive, and you can use this hard drive to format to your system. So it doesn't matter what format your hard drive is in, because when you plug it into the Wii U, it's going to immediately ask you if you want to format. Now, if you have a Wii and a Wii U hard drive, you want to put the Wii U hard drive in the front 2 USB ports and the Wii in the back, because the virtual Wii will only be read in the back 2 USB ports. Okay, it will not read through the front ones. All right, now you need, so this is my SD card. For instance, I'm using a 4 gig right now just for the purpose of this video, but you have to have it in FAT32 format. So if you have a 32 gigabyte or less SD card, chances are it's already in FAT32. Okay, if you want to check, you just go into your computer, you find the let's see, mine's V. You probably won't have all these hard drives, but find it and you just right click. And this is on a Windows. I have no idea about a Mac. I imagine it should be pretty similar. Press properties, and right here it says file system FAT32. Okay, but let's just say yours says exFAT or NTFS. Okay, you just, if it's 32 gigabytes or less, you can right click, format, and right here down in here in the file system, you want to choose FAT32. You can leave default allocation size, that's fine. You can name it whatever you want, but I have read that making it Wii U, titling it Wii U, causes problems. So I just put U install, quick format is fine, and just click start. It says it will erase everything. So again, just like the hard drive, if there's anything important, and if it gives you this, it's just because I have this window open. This drive is in use, another program is in processing. Do you still want to format it? I say yes. It's just because the window's open. So it's saying, wait, you're using it. But again, if you have important information on your SD card, if you're using an existing one, make sure you back up all that on a computer or another existing hard drive, okay, before you do this, because it will delete everything. Okay, so now that's why I mentioned to back all this up onto your computer, because when you plug it into the Wii U, it will format it. If you plan on using a different hard drive, it will format it. So just remember, formatting means erasing everything. So anything you use that you're going to format, you need to get off any important information beforehand. Okay? All right. I think we've talked about that enough now. Okay. So now if you have a 64 gigabyte or larger, the standard Windows format will not format it correctly. You have to use a program called AOMEI. I mean, you can use other programs, but this one's free and it works amazing, and I include it right here. AOMEI partition software. Hopefully you know how to install a program. Just double click on it and it'll walk you through it. Okay, I already have it. So I'm going to open it here. And remember, we have drive V. Remember your driver letter. Now, if you're not familiar with doing formatting and stuff like this, I would highly recommend that you unplug your Wii U hard drive before you do this, because if you accidentally format your Wii U hard drive, there's no recovering the games. Format, they're gone. Everything on it will be gone forever. So if you're worried that you don't know which drive it is or that you might select the wrong one, unplug your Wii U hard drive before you do this step, okay? Okay, now we're going to look one more time. Let's see. I'm V. So I have the V, okay? So now you won't have this many. You'll probably have one or two. You may have your computer and then the hard drive and the SD card. So you may have three. But look for the drive letter. So mine was V, right here on the bottom. See, V. Okay, so then you just right click, format partition, file system. You want to choose FAT32, name it whatever you want. Default cluster size is absolutely fine. Say OK, and then you always have to click up here and click apply. Make sure you apply it or it won't work. Press proceed. Are you sure you want to? Yes. Don't stop it. Even if it gets to 100% like this and it sits here for a minute, don't pull it out. Don't do anything. Just wait till it gives you the congratulations, it's been successful message. And if you had a lot of data on it that you're just deciding to erase, this may take a little bit longer. Okay, congratulations, all operations have been completed successfully. And then it will reload the disk drive because it's reloading the new layout. Okay, I'm just going to exit out. Now it's done. I'll go back and find that. V. Okay, so now you have a properly formatted SD card. So now you just want to open up SD card files. Just drag and drop everything in here. Let it transfer over. I'm filling some other hard drives right now. Let's pause it so it'll go faster. Alright. Now all there is to it is you open up, and see, if you don't see it, just go out and back in. And there it is. You just want to go to the install folder. Okay, now you go back to where your games are. Now I always tell everybody, start with the games, then do updates, then do DLCs. Okay, that's the best way to do it. Now I also want to mention there is about 25 gigabytes of space generally. I don't know about I think the white one has 8 gigs, but the black one has 25 to 28 gigabytes. So if you install games onto your system, which you can do, make sure that you install the corresponding updates and DLCs to the same location. So say for example you install all the games and you want to install one on your system. If you install it on the system, you need to make sure that the correct update and DLC go on the system as well. I'll show you when we get to the system. But for all you do is the install folder, Wii U Games, take a game. I'm going to find a small game so this doesn't take forever. Shovel Knight is pretty small. Let's see, let's find Shovel Knight. I think that's my smallest game on here. I don't know my ABCs. Okay, Shovel Knight. There it is. Okay? See, 184 megabytes. Start now. Alright. Let's see. Close it. I'll resume my other transfer. Okay, now you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to unplug your hard drive unless you plan on using this to be the one to format your to your system. But again, I'm going to again make sure you back up all of this if you're going to plug this into your Wii U. Back up means put it on your computer or put it on another hard drive. Put it somewhere safe. Okay? So we're going to X that out. We don't need to worry about the Wii U hard drive unless you're formatting it to the thing. Just leave it there. Okay, so now you always need to eject your hard drives and SD cards before you take them out, or you will corrupt them. Okay, so my SD card is the 4. Now this is a program I downloaded, USB Safely Remove. You will most likely have something, this is kind of overwritten, the system one, but I think it's a little upward pointing arrow that's just a white outline. Just if you toggle over them, it'll show you what it is, and it's something like device eject or device safely remove or something like that. Just make sure or you can probably go here too, right click and eject. That doesn't always work for me, which is why I got that program. But anyway, that's all there is to it, and now I'll meet you over on the Wii U and show you how to install them. Thank you so much.